welcome to another episode of Warhammer 40,000. It's 2,000 points. Don't often play this one. Chaos versus Chaos. Here, so two different legions are going to face off against each other. Abaddon with the Black Legion going to take on the Thousand Sons here with Magnus the Red. I think that's I think it is the first time on the channel. You reckon these two?
I think so, yes.
Yeah, I think these two have never clashed before. Be fascinating to see as a potential encounter between Abaddon and Magnus the Red. So, other reasons for playing this game, using the brand new Codex here for the Thousand Sons as well. Finally, they get their new Codex coming through. And we're also, this will be our first game with the new mission deck as well for 25-26. So the new mission deck will be used in this battle. So I'm going to run the Thousand Sons in this game. Points adjusted as well. There's been some crazy points discounts going on with the Thousand Sons as well. Most units have gone down in price. And so I've been able to adjust the army. Some units are no longer available, such as Chaos Cultists. They're gone. And so they've been removed from the previous list. I've boosted the numbers up though with more chickens, so more Zangors. And also another model is going to be run here in this list as well. So 2,000 points. I'm running the Grand Coven here. It's the natural choice if you're running Magnus the Red. So we'll go with that detachment here for this battle. It retains some of my favourite stratagems that were in with the index option previously. So for the Thousand Sons, 2 Exalted Sorcerers being taken, 2 squads of Rubic Marines, 4 squads of 10, Soul Reaper Cannon, Aspiring Sorcerer with Stave and Warp Flame Pistol, the rest all equipped with Warp Flamers. There is an Icon of Flame in each squad. It's a bit redundant now. I'm taking Flamers. Icon of Flame gives you Ignores Cover. We get Ignores Cover anyway, but the model's there in that unit. So 2 squads of 10. The 2 squads of 5 Scarab Occult Terminators remain with the Aspiring Sorcerer of the Stave, Proserpine Capesh, Close Combat Weapons being taken, Hellfire Missile Rack, and Soul Reaper Cannon in each of those squads. So squad 1 and then squad 2 across here. Double Mauler Fiends being taken, so 2 of those. Magnus the Red, of course, is in the list. I'll just drop down here. 3 squads of 10 Zangors being added in. And then finally, it's this model here. I've run him before as a Demon Prince, the Thousand Sons. Viewers on the channel here have suggested and said, well, you could run him with the base size being the same. Run him as a Mutilex Vortex Beast. So that's what I'm going to do here in this battle. So we're going to use the profile for that. Just show you the model here. It is an out of production Necro Sphinx for the Tomb Kings from Warhammer the Old World. In plastic. It may be available again. They are re-releasing the kits. So if it's not been re-released, I'm not sure, but a number of years ago, I tracked down the original model. Always loved it when it first came out years and years ago. And then it just matches in really well with the Thousand Sons with sort of the ancient Egyptian kind of vibe going on with those. But in this game, it's going to run as a Mutilex Vortex Beast. So that's the Thousand Sons list. We have a commander taken from our Phoenix Lords at tier level on the channel. So it's Vagabond. And he's going to go on to Magnus the Red. And then a Thousand Sons player, Dave Humphreys, one of our Autarchs on the channel, is going to go on to this Exalted Sorcerer across here. Talking of Exalted Sorcerers, I had some spare points. So we've put the Umbralific Crystal on him. It's the ability for him and his unit to be removed from the board and then to Deep Strike back in. And then the Eldritch Vortex of Etap. It's on him. And that grants +1 strength and damage to psychic weapons with the bearer. So that's going to be psychic attacks and also the stave, I guess, if it's a psychic weapon, +1 damage on that as well. That takes me to 1995 points. So commander, sub-commander allocated, and then we've split up the gold level Patronic dice. We use them in every game now. So it's been a painful one. A lot of Imperial players supporting us here on the channel, and they've had to be split between these 2 Chaos Legions. On my side today, Raycross, Blood Angels Ryan, Darth Windu, Michael Fryer, Martin Vagabond, who's in command as well, one of the Phoenix Lords, Plumhammer, Spark, Dave Humphreys, Chris Heim, and Sam Hermes. That's the list here for the Thousand Sons. We'll take a look at the Black Legion next. All right, so 2,000 points Black Legion with some unemployed cultists as well, borrowed from the Thousand Sons. We've got a use for them. They're actually homeless and jobless at this point, but Mike happy to bring them in. He needed some cultists. Oh, you've got your own here.
Yeah,
I
have 20, but
yeah, needed an extra 10.
An extra
Fantastic.
10, yeah.
I'm really glad you found a use for those. So they're happy to join in. Okay, go ahead with your list.
Yes, so I'm going to start left and go right. So I have 6 bikes. We'll just say that's a bike.
Yeah, he's also borrowed a a Dark Mechanicum Cavalryman here as well, just to bulk out the numbers.
Yeah, I have 5 Warp Talons. I have a Demon Prince with wings, 10 Terminators, Abaddon, Chaos Lord, 10 Chosen, and as we discussed, 3 units of Cultists. I have a Chaos Rhino, and I have 2 Forge Fiends.
Yeah, okay. No enhancements, you said?
No enhancements. This brings me to 2,000 points on the button, so I didn't have any.
Marks?
Yes. So I went through them all. Slanesh, and the reason being is they're my fast units. I can pay a CP to advance them, shoot and charge.
Yeah.
Corn.
I didn't print yet.
Yep, gives me an extra 2 strength. I'm embarrassed to say this, that I've played it for long enough that keywords will generate or will continue on to the likes of Abaddon, so Slanesh, so I can advance and charge them.
Right. Yep.
Because they're so slow.
Yes.
I needed that bit extra. For fun, I've made 1 unit Nurgle, 1 unit Corn, and 1 unit Slanesh.
Okay.
These will be unmarked.
Oh, this marking is Zinch.
Oh, Zinch. Sorry, Zinch. Yes, I know.
They are Zinch, though.
They are Zinch.
Well, that's very kind. That's perfect.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
That's very good.
So again, unmarked, and then 2 Nurgle.
Okay. You've made them feel very welcome. That's very great kindness shown here by the black. No, they wouldn't show kindness. No, it's a selfish reason. Whatever it is, they're in the list. They're being taken. All right. So looking good here with the Black Legion, as we have commander and sub commander for the Black Legion here. So it's Longbow BB in charge. He does play Chaos Space Marines. So he's going to be Abaddon, right?
Abaddon, yeah.
Okay. So Longbow Abaddon. Oh, I don't know. Oh yeah, Longbow Abaddon.
Yep.
Okay. And then Justin Courtba as one of the autarchs will be either of these two.
I'm going to go with the Demon Prince.
Demon Prince, okay. So they can follow their models around during the game and see how they get on. And then 10 gold level Patreons that Mike can call upon critical points during the game. Michael German, Chris Comiskey, Carl Roden, Longbow BB. Lee C, who has just upgraded and joined us. Midnight Miniatures, Nicholas Lucas, Connor Collins, The Near Side, and Nate Miller. And Lee C, his allegiances are Eldar, the Imperium, the Imperial Fists, but also the Emperor's Children as well. That's the list here for the Black Legion. We'll take a look at scenario and deployment next. Alright, so we have a mission taken from the new deck. It's taken hold here, and then Crucible Battle for deployment. And then the twist in this game is High Octane. So that's the mission here. We have deployment zone of Crucible Battle, so fighting in corners here, or diagonals. So yellow dice marking the deployment zone for the Thousand Sons. The red dice across here marking the deployment zone for the Black Legion. There's 5 objectives on the board. 1 in the middle. 2 others in no man's land. 1 here, and then 1 just next to the pipes over there. Each of us has a home objective just next to the warp portal over there for the Black Legion, and this one just here for the Thousand Sons. For the twist, High Octane, quite straightforward. Add units auto advance 6 inches.
You don't roll for it. If you're going to advance, you just don't roll for it.
Wow. That could really soup up some of the armies here on the channel, especially ones that are sort of assault-based armies, such as...
Well, if I was running Salamanders, it would be great, because they're all assault, because of their doctor or their detachment roll. The likes of, obviously with the Terminators and Abaddon, I don't roll
Auto
for that.
6, wow.
If I pay the CP to advance, shoot and charge. The same for the Warp Talons and the bikes.
It's a powerful twist, for sure. Then for the primary mission for Take and Hold, turn 2 onwards, the start of your command phase, you get 5 points for each objective marker that you control, up to a maximum of 15 points per turn. Both of us are going to go for the random draw on secondaries. Mike also wants to point out, if you're not already aware, his attachment is the Pack-Bound Zealots, what he's been running recently, and it enables him to take those different marks for the units. And then for terrain, we're going to point out the obscuring terrain. There's some, which will be the warp portal across there. We'll just go by the hard edge of the terrain for that. So sealed buildings and containers, and then obscuring. That L shape there with the banner on top as obscuring. Then this central piece across here, that whole structure across there, this whole joined up piece, the same with that one, same with these individual containers, and that's it. So not that wall stretching across there. So just making that clear for both of us so that we're aware. There's also some pipes, barricades, and so on spread around the board as well. That's the terrain. Both armies ready to go. We'll now start alternating placing units on the board next. Right, just to mention the battle mat and the terrain that we're using in this game. So battle mat is from gamemat.eu, 60 by 44 inches in size, perfect for your games, your regular games of 10th edition 40k. Also combining the mat with the industrial terrain set from gamemat.eu, which I've painted up and changed a little bit just to match him here for this mat, and also our sort of desert colour schemes that we do. So you get 4 of these containers. 2 here, there's 2 over there I've joined together. You get this large structure across here in the terrain set as well. You get 4 of these, you get a load of boxes with the industrial terrain set as well. And then also that building across there, it comes separately. You can get that, it's called the Warp Portal, also from gamemat.eu. So do check them out for terrain and battle mats, some great options that they have. Link below, there's also a discount code for 11% off across the store, and they are shipping worldwide. Alright, so deployment's done for both sides. Both armies pretty heavy on reserves here, regular reserves and deep strikers. So Thousand Sons first of all, making use of the terrain as much as we can. Bit of a sacrificial move. I put the Mauler Fiend here as like a distraction type unit. Seeing if Mike will go after him with his firepower, see what happens. But 1 Mauler Fiend here. 2 squads as Angors on the board. 1 squad here positioned ready to cover the back door and rush onto the objective if they need to. Another unit as Angors just out of range of the objective, but just next to it. Magnus the Red at that angle to try and keep them tucked in against the obscuring terrain. Both units of the Rubric Marines are on the board. 1 squad here, joined by the Exalted Sorcerer, the one with the extra damage and strength for his psychic weapons. The other one with the jump ability just tucked in here. Mike's out the room at the moment. And so these, I'm thinking of getting them removed from the board and then deep striking in onto one of the No Man's Land objectives. Next turn is the idea. Mutilex Vortex Beast. I don't want to lose it early on in the game, so I've tucked it behind here, ready to push up in advance and support the Thousand Sons units. Then in reserves, both squads of Terminators Deep Strike. 1 Mauler Fiend. I usually have them on the board, but this time I'm going to flank with 1. And then 1 unit of Zangors flanking onto the table as well. That's the Thousand Sons deployment. Then around the other side of the table, the Black Legion have deployed. In the far left-hand side is the Rhino, with the Chaos Chosen and Chaos Lord. And then there's a unit Cultists over there as well. Both Forge Fiends positioned here. They are dangerous for sure. There'll be a menace, I think, to my Rubric Marines and Terminators. I'll try and figure out a way of silencing those as early as possible. See if that happens. Bikers positioned here, getting ready to swing around. Warp Talons within their deployment zone and getting ready to jump across. Cultists across here, just near the home objective, ready to move on top of that. And then into reserve, deep striking in with the Demon Prince. Abaddon who's joined the Terminators. They're inside their transport and then flanking with a unit of Chaos Cultists. So that's deployment done for both sides. A bit scary here, going first or second. Could walk into a wall of firepower. So you probably want to go second then, to see what we do.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I've said it out loud.
We don't. This isn't right. Well, I don't know. Chaos Space Marines. They do fight each other, don't they?
Yeah, all the time.
All the time. Not like Space Marines who never fall out of each other. We'll roll up here. See who goes first. I'm going to use these red dice here in this game. And Mike's got his Black Legion dice. Okay. Chaos Space Marines clash, and it will be the Black Legion led by Baden, that make the first move. Turn 1 to them. We're going to the first turn of the game. Baden's Black Legion will make the first move. So turn 1 here for the Black Legion. 2 cards have been drawn. So Bring It Down is one of them. The rules for that now is you get 4 victory points if you destroy an enemy vehicle or a monster. And that's it, nice and straightforward. And then the other one is Assassination, where Mike would get 5 points for destroying 1 enemy character. And then the other one is if all enemy characters are destroyed, you get 5 points. So either of those 2. Tricky enough here on the first turn. The other card that was drawn has been shuffled back into the deck, and that was Display of Might, but that can't be drawn or used on turn 1. So that's the 2 secondaries in play. We'll let the Black Legion make their moves. All right, so Mike's making his move. A number of units have moved here already. Just to point out, our detachment ability kicks off in our command phase, so I'll come to that on our turn. But Magnus's ability kicks in at the start of the battle round. So I reckon he's safe enough from firepower. So instead, we've gone for Time Flux, which is a psychic aura ability. Friendly Thousand Sons units within 6 inches of him get +2 to their move characteristic. I reckon that's going to apply to Magnus himself as well, so boosting him to a 16-inch move. So Red Magnus gives you wings. So that'll speed them up. And help if we're going to surge out towards objectives. I think Mike's planning to surge of units as well. A bit of a race towards the central objectives. Thousand Sons Codex is a beautiful creation for sure. It's really nicely put together. And I've always loved the kind of turquoisey colour scheme of this. For picking up your Codex and also your cards, I got mine from gamingfigures.com. Link for them in the video description below for Discount Warhammer. And a wide range of other gaming systems available from them as well. And paints and accessories and so on. If you find yourself in the middle of England, Middlesbrough direction, you can visit them at their shop. They've got a great setup there for games and a great store. So check them out. It's gamingfigures.com. Link below, and I've put a link also for their Facebook page. And then for painting commissions, it's Art W Studio. There's a link for them in the video description below. You can get in touch with them for your own painting commission work. Movement here for the Black Legion. So this is high octane, right? Move and advance and straight onto the objective. Cargo inside. This is good. Landing on there. Chaos Cultist pushing up alongside this container. Then we have some movement here with the Forge Fiends. So this one's moved out. I think its target's going to be the Mauler Fiend across there. First time clash. Forge Fiend, Mauler Fiend showdown. Ooh, okay. The other one's across there.
It's about to do this.
It's about to move and tuck away. Mike's, I think, yet to make decisions of these units across here as well. Or not.
There's a move I'm thinking here. So measured 6, 6, high octane 6 gets me here.
Whoa.
Pay the CP to advance, shoot and charge. And then I am
super close.
About a 6-inch charge needed there.
Vicious. Okay.
So I'm thinking if I can piggyback for at least 1 turn on this side.
Yeah.
With that, then other things have a chance to do something else.
Wow.
So we'll see.
Yeah, well, let you think about this one. All right, so Mike's move's finished. He's moved out here. So these bikers have advanced, right? They've gone 12 and a 6. They made it to here. This model has a melter gun, so there's a possibility of a shot going into the Mauler Fiend. Warped hands are going to hold. They are in jumping range of the objectives. Mike's kind of got that covered. He's going to keep them there as a sentinel type unit. And then the cultist moving onto the home objective to protect that. And he's stuck to that move across there, just backing up with that Forged Fiend. Wants to keep it out of trouble for now. Bring it out to play later on. So movement's done. We're going to shooting phase next. It's quite a rare combination, Chaos vs Chaos. We've played Black Legion against Alpha Legion, haven't we? I think we have. Yeah. No, we haven't done this one, though. Okay.
Is that what I'm trying to do is recruitment?
It's
recruitment drive.
For Black Legion. Just getting some good Chaos Space Marine representation on the channel, which is good. But there's always room for more at some point.
There certainly is, yes.
Okay. So who's going to do the opening salvo?
Michael German.
Michael German.
Yep.
Chaos Space Marine player.
And the only thing that's shooting this turn is the
Forge Fiend.
Yeah.
Into him.
Into him.
Okay.
Right. So
it's quite an important bit of shooting. If the Mortal Fiend survives, it can be let loose.
So I'm probably going to really hurt myself. And I'm going to do a Dark Pact.
Yep.
For sustained. And then I will also do Devastating Wounds.
I'm going to go for the souped up option.
So it becomes hazardous, so I have to roll 3 dice at the end of this. People have said about bringing a Warpsmith.
Yeah.
I have showed a list that I am currently trying to.
Warpsmith would be handy if you can straddle between those two models. Yeah, definitely would be useful. And Warpsmith gives you +1 to hit rolls. Yeah. Total no-brainer, but anyway.
Simple, yep. So, Dark Pact.
Oh, Snake Eyes. Mike starts with a trademark roll.
Yeah. And look at that. Oh.
And maxed on the Warpsmith. I think we've just finalised Mike's next model to paint up. Oh man, if ever you needed confirmation, now okay.
Yep. So 3d3 shots.
Oh, nice lot of shots though.
6,
8,
3.
Come on, all the fiends survive.
6, 8.
From what I can see, Mortal Fiends weren't that great in the index cards, and they don't seem to be any different really in this codex, but we'll see how we go.
Well, the good news is I can't kill myself, even if I roll hazard.
Okay.
So, right, so I'm going to need 3s, so 6s will explode instead of 5s.
I think you're going to roll a load of 2s to further show you need a Warpsmith.
Yeah.
None.
No.
Okay.
But I do get a sustained on a 6.
Nice.
I've missed out the further 2 because I failed the Dark Pact.
Yeah.
So this is strength 10.
Nice. Toughness 10.
4s and any 6s is Devastating Wounds.
There's Dev. Okay. He's rolled enough to destroy me.
These are -3.
Okay. -2, so for cover, so 5s. 5 up save, or 5 plus invulnerable save. Either way, it's 5 ups. I really want help, so I'll go to I'll turn to Sparks here for a couple of 5s. It would be fantastic for us. Oh, there's 2 6s. We block 6 damage, right? 3 damage a time.
Yeah.
6 wounds taken. Mortal Fiend's half destroyed, but still alive. I don't think that's the result that Mike was looking for. 6 wounds left.
Now the hazard.
Could command reroll, but I won't. If I had have rerolled, I wouldn't. That's it. Well behaved. Well done. Hazardous is all good. Okay. Firepower complete from that unit. So I was waiting for Mike to shoot here, but he hasn't paid the CP to advance to shoot. So no shooting from them at all. And Mike says that's the end of his shooting, which case is end of turn, right? So there's nothing else further to do. One of the secondaries has been dumped.
Assassination.
Right. And Mike will pick up the bonus CP at the end of the battle round. End of turn. Initial salvo here from the Black Legion. Not too much going on. And a Mortal Fiend that is half dead, half alive. Whichever way you look at it, it's still on the board. We're going to the first turn of the game here for the Thousand Sons next. All right, so turn 1 here for the Thousand Sons. Secondaries have been drawn. Marked for death, which has a bit of a twist now. So Mike still picks 3 units. He's chosen the 2 Forge Fiends. And then also the cultists across there. They're alpha targets, and then the opponent, myself, I get to pick a gamma target, one of them, which I've marked here with a green token, and you can pick that. If you don't destroy Mike's choice is the 3 alpha targets. If you destroy the gamma target, you get 2 points instead of 5. So I think that's a pretty good adjustment there for that secondary. Smart for death. And then the other ones bring it down, the same as Mike's got. So destroy a monster or vehicle, you get 4 points. Nice and straightforward. We'll press on with our move. So movement complete. Got a bit of a plan going on, I think. So watching our back door and drifting around here with the Zangors. Magnus has moved out to here. Vortex Beast moved up and tucked in. Someone gave them plus 2-inch move. I think it was him, because I chose his ability. It's all changed now. You can go, usually it's impossible form. I didn't go for that because I was safe enough. So instead I chose Time Flux, yeah. Units within 6 inches of Psyker, plus 2 to their move. So it's an 8-inch move. We then advanced and went high octane. Yeah, it's actually a really quick move there. From the Rubik Marines, they've got themselves well and truly onto that objective, for now at least. The other unit's been removed from the board, just kicking in straight away with the Umbellific Crystal. It's once per game you can use that, so it's been used now. Pretty predictable here with the Mauler Fiends, just surged forwards 10 inches, getting ready to charge. The second unit of Zangors has, again, high octane surged through here, just try and create some kind of screen. We'll see if that helps. There's danger here for sure. Disembark 3, move 6, potential advance and charge. So it's a real hornet's nest of trouble, potentially from them. That's our move complete here for the Thousand Sons. There is some shooting, but the first thing we do is we use our Cabal of Sorcerers. It's done at the start of the shooting phase. So there are 4 different powers that we can potentially use. Okay, we're having a discussion about the rules, not an argument, but just a discussion about this one. Just an interpretation of the rules already with this new rule here for Cabal of Sorcerers. I presumed one way of doing it. Mike's saying there's another way. We will throw it open here. You can leave comments. So I'll go first. If your army is 1,000 Sons, at the start of the shooting phase, one of the models from your army with this ability can attempt rituals from those listed on the right. So there's your rituals. I'm going to select Doombolt, and I want Magnus the Red to do it. To do so, select one model from your army, Magnus the Red, with this ability that's not yet attempted a ritual this turn, and select one ritual. No model from the army is manifested this turn, so Doombolt. Then take a psychic test for that model by following the sequence below. And this is where we're having this discussion. Roll 2d6, that's fine. You're trying to get your score as high as possible. It says you can also channel the warp, which is optional. You don't have to, but you can add an extra d6 to that, so you could roll it on 3d6. Then if you go for that route, if you roll 1 or more doubles or triples, then it's d3 mortal wounds. If the model is not destroyed, the combined total of all the dice rolled during this test is the psychic test result. If this equals or exceeds the warp charge value, then it's resolved. And you resolve the effects. So what we're discussing here is, do I go, I'm going to do this test, 2d6, I'm not so keen on that result, I'm now going to add a d6 to it, or do you do it where you say, right, I'm going to go for 2, or I'm going to go for 3, and you make the decision at the start, and then roll the dice either way, and you can't adjust it after that. I don't know. On this one, which way it's interpreted, it's interesting, and it's not, I don't think it's as clear. The argument, I guess, is psychic test sequence. Follow the sequence. Yeah. So you do that bit first, and then the next part of the sequence is choosing the optional add-on. So we'll go with that one. But do let us know what you think in the comment section below. Have you got it right, or is there a different way of doing it? Okay, so we'll play it that way, in which case I'll choose to do it on 2, and then take it from there. So I've got myself a 7. He gives me +2. He gives me +1, so it takes me to 10. An 11 or more will give me an extra 3 mortal wounds. So I will risk it then and go for this one, hoping not to roll a 6 or a 1.
Yeah.
Okay. A 2. All right, so it goes off on a 12. And it's going to be, sorry, the target was him going after the bikers. So it's D3 +3. And it's 5 mortal wounds. Go for against the bikers. But the way I'm tracking this one is I've put a blob on each of these powers. I've selected Devastating Wounds, by the way, for this battle round from the detachment. Doombolt's been played. I take away the marker and I put it onto Magnus the Red, like so, just to keep track of what's being used. I've got 3 left. All right, interesting. I'm going to attempt another power. The Exalted Sorcerer across here, can see into those. We're going to play this one here called Destiny's Ruin. So with this one, Warp Charge 5. I'll just do the option then, right? A double. So I'm going to be taking Mortal Wounds, in which case I won't be, right? Because I haven't souped it up. Because it's the option here, right? Mm-hmm. This is another point of discussion. The option here, you start taking Mortal Wounds if you add in the third D6.
Yeah.
I'm sitting on a double, and therefore I really don't think it's worth me taking the damage. I need a 3 or more to make it go off. It will give me reroll 1s. No, I'll leave it. I don't want to start taking damage. Fine. In which case, we'll leave it. Yeah, I'll play it. I'll roll. I'm going to do it. I'm going to take the damage. And I failed. And D3. A wound. So, yeah, I've taken the wound. It says you can put it onto one of the regular models, just a model in the unit. So just dropping down to 1 wound left.
I'm guessing I get the back.
That's Guy. It's totally fine, yeah. All right, so that's that ritual done. There's no others ready. Temporal Surge, no. I actually don't have the Psychers to play onto other units. Then Twist of Fate is the other. So that's Psychic abilities done. It's almost like a bolted on Psychic phase at the start of the shooting phase. Yeah. Okay. In which case we're going to regular shooting. So next move is going to be Magnus the Red. We're going to play 2 CP for Devastating Sorcery. It's expensive. I used to be 1 CP, but it's now 2 CP. It extends his range by 9, so he's now boosted to range 33. So he's now got himself in range of the Forge Fiend, and he's going to reroll hit rolls, reroll wound rolls, and combine that with Devastating Wounds. The idea is to try and bring down one of the Forge Fiends if possible. I don't believe this. It took me ages calculating that. He's Nurgles. He's gone and played his 1 wretched CP disappearing act again. Oh, dear me.
Smoke bomb,
yeah. Stink bomb, more like.
Where'd it go?
Right, he's disappeared. How annoying. We've been drawn out like poison from a wound here. Magnus the Red's come out to play, but those that he wanted to play with have ran off. We can pick another target.
Yes.
Right.
It's just a very expensive 2 CP strat now.
I've spent it, haven't I? I don't get a refund, do I? Got the receipt for it.
Because you have to do your target selection.
Oh, yeah, and play it. Yeah, totally fine.
So sequencing, you pay your 2 CP.
Ah, what a torment. I am tormented by these cursed Chaos Space Brains, but can't complain. We'll pick another target, but our plans here laid to ruin. Yeah, it's a trick. Well played. We still have to use Devastating Sorcery. It's still on him, so we're going to go into the Rhino and try and pulverize that. So we'll go after something. I guess we can still pick up points for that, actually. Because it's Vehicle, right? So we can get 4 points. So we'll go after that then. We'll work our way through our abilities. So the Gaze of Magnus, first of all. I have chosen Darth Windu for the Patronic dice roll. Gaze of Magnus is a 3d3. Okay, so that's 6 shots. And we are looking for 2s. They've all hit. Nothing else for us to really do. Strength 11 is going to be 3s to win.
Strength 11?
Yeah.
Toughness 5.
Rhino.
Oh, and the Rhino. Sorry, yeah, my mistake.
3s to wound. Oh, they're nice. We'll keep those 2. And not one of them. This is very, very dangerous. AP -2. Cover. -1. 3 4-up saves.
Nope.
No, goes through. So that's 9 and 9. 18 damage. And we won't even worry about the other weapon. And it doesn't explode. Rhino destroyed with ease here. Cracked open by the electrical psychic attacks here from Magnus the Red. His gaze averted onto a fresh target. The Rhino's been cracked open. Mike can roll up for the models inside. There's a nasty unit in there. And then he can deploy them. All right. Annoying. I would have used CP for tank shock as well. Those are disembarked, so they're 2 wounds taken but absorbed. These are Chaos chosen, 3 wounds each, so 1 wound left on that model. And then they have disembarked like so. Very, very dangerous. We're going to charges next. All right, roll a 5. Charge goes straight in. We'll go straight onto our attacks here with the Mauler Fiend. So you get 6 attacks with the Morphine Fists.
And what's the AP on it?
I'm annoyed enough. I think I'm justified at being annoyed, so I'm going to go to the Raycross dice for this one. This is coming through with 3 damage a time. And we are attacking at 6 attacks, need 3s. Strength 14, minus 2, d6 plus 1 damage. Sorry, d6 plus 1, not damage 3.
How many attacks, sorry, did you say?
6, needing 3s. You've got 5 models left, so I need to roll really well to clear them.
Go ahead. I'll leave it. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm annoyed. Raycross says... Raycross dice is meant to cleanse the anger. It's just making it worse. 2 to wound. 2 wounds go through. Whole face on that one. So...
5 ups?
Yeah, 5 ups, yeah. And he blocks one as well. And it's d6 plus 1. It's just going to kill the one model. And I'm losing my mind here. I should have attacked you first with Lasher Tendrils at 1 damage each to shred the guy. Come on, think. Okay. We'll go Lasher Tendrils then, 6 attacks. You can do these. These are extras. 3 have missed. And 3's to win. Yep. 3 saves at -1. That would have probably been enough to shred. Yeah.
Drop 1 down to the wound.
2 wounds coming through. Yes. I feel that I've been manipulated so far in this game. Good play from the Chaos Space Marines. We'll go for their pile in, but they can all fight as they are. It's up to Mike what he wants to do. Yeah. You may even want to stay there because... Just tuck it in a little bit, yeah. And tuck him into there. Yeah, and keep the other guy in range of the objective. Yeah, all makes sense.
Yeah,
okay. And Mike can fight back with all of the models. And if he does exceptionally well, who knows? Could bring the beast down.
I severely dorded. 2, 3, 4.
You dedicate it to a dastardly friend.
I don't think there's enough punch here to justify it to a dastardly friend. But what I will do, I will Dark Pact.
Dark Pact? Why not?
Worst I can do is kill a bike. I kill a bike. Well, we're going to find out now. I kill a bike.
Kill a bike, yeah. Okay. Not the one on the objective.
Nope.
Just the spare guy.
So sustain, or no lethals on 6s.
Okay.
So I need to remove 3 of these. 3s. We've got 2 lethals.
Okay.
And then 6s.
1.
So 3 in total. No AP.
3 ups. Pass them all. Okay. That's pretty much it. End of combat's end of turn. Have you an update on the score? So end of turn. Points coming in, yes. 4 points for bring it down. And they're marked for death. We're leaving that in play. It puts a bit of a bounty on these units across here, so let that one run. The bikers are in the middle of a combat as well and half destroyed, so we'll let that continue on. So mark for death remains in play. End of turn. Here, very early stages in this battle. We're going to turn 2 for the Black Legion next. So turn 2 here for the Chaos Space Marines or for the Black Legion. As per usual with our Codex debuts, they don't go according to plan. We are being assaulted here severely. We may well even see Magnus the Red brought down. So emerging with him to lend firepower support. He's in position ready to go. These hold. Waltans have sneaked around here to blindside us for the charge, trying to avoid Overwatch. And then to make matters worse, Abaddon here arriving at the back door of his Terminators. And to make things even worse, we're right up against the pipes, so it's a shorter charge. And then to make things even worse, the Imprints has turned up as well, behind our lines. Then to make it even worse, the bikers have paid a CP to fall back, shoot and charge, back out of close combat. And then what's even worse is the movement from here. So high octane, moving across 12 inches, 10, 2 to climb, be 2 to get down, or 2 or 3 to get in to close combat here against Magnus the Red himself. The Chaos Lord with the hammer ready to try and bring Magnus himself down. This may dangerous stuff here.
That he actually performs with that hammer.
Yes.
Because you had Lord Whack-A-Mole and I had...
Yes, Lord Whack-A-Mole. What a showdown. It looks really good. And it's rare that we play it, which is a shame. We should play it more often. The Chaos Legions taking each other on, because as Mike says, it happens all the time in the lore. Anything else to do? No. Right. Rapid ingress for us. Possibly. Yeah, I had the models on the board, deep striking with Terminators across their rapid ingress for a CP. I think it was a pretty good move. But I've had to keep the CP, the lone CP that we have, to try and protect him. Because no doubt I'm going to need it for a command reroll on a 4+ in 1 save, either from shooting or close combat. So that's it. Movement's done. We're going to shooting phase here for the Black Legion. They've got plenty of options. So Mike's going to dart pack here. Combi weapons and firepower from a Baden squad. Going to go into the Rubik Marines. Mike knows that he can fire into them because I won't be taking the character off, who's the closest to him.
The reason I wanted to start there, I roll 7 or higher.
Yes.
Get a CP.
Get CP. Oh. Fair enough.
So, I'll go for sustained.
Oh, I'm glad this is a practice game. Not having the arrogance of the Eldar just to gracefully move straight into the league with the new codex. Oh no. We need to learn lessons here, and I think we've been learning them painfully enough. League battles, by the way, pretty much all the factions have played their first game. We have Salamanders at the top at the moment, having played 2 actually. Leviathan Tyranids at 2nd place, they've played 2 games. Both good scores from those 2 factions. Then it's the Red Tyranids. The Imperial Fists have done well. James is Estra Militarum, James is in the league. The Tau. Mike's Black Legion, looking for a good score on their 2nd game when it comes. Eldar, then Admech, who've been doing not too bad this time. Thousand Sons trailing behind. Harlequins struggling. James's Ultramarines struggling. The Necrons struggling, and then the Red Scorpions at the bottom of the league at the moment. That's the current situation with the league. Go ahead, Mike. Itching to 3s,
4s for
combis. Yeah, gotcha.
Combi, yeah. But I'm re-rolling because I don't have Dark Pact. This is obviously
Chris Comiskey firepower. Ooh.
I re-roll hits. Take out these 1s, 2s, and 3s.
Okay.
So there's only 1 sustain so far. So 3 sustain, 1, 2, and 3.
Okay.
And I will be looking for
4s for devastating wound, anti-infantry 4+. Oh, this is hard.
4s. I'll take these out.
1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. Yep. 4 dead. Only commiseration is we're extending the charge for the Warp Talons, but Abaddon and his unit may well be able to sweep in easily enough. Abaddon firepower?
Yep. So 4 attacks. Hitting on 2s, rerolling. The whole hit. I'll keep it.
Okay.
This is strength 5 3s. 4 at -1, 2 damage.
3 ups for cover. Pass them all.
Perfect.
And just to be clear, wait, you can't overwatch Deep Strikers, right? Yeah. Annoying, but you can't do it. Okay, firepower from Baden squad complete. I think he has some shooting, doesn't he? Standard Demon Prince now. But whatever order you want to do, I'm just reminding.
Yeah, no. I'm going to start with here because I need him to generate me the CP because I may have a grenade strat on the bikes.
Oh, no. Clever stuff. Mike knows his game, that's for sure. 2s.
We'll hit. And then strength 5.
Going to the Vortex Beast.
Yeah.
Oh, he's been shot at. A mere toughness 10.
Yep, 6s. Nope.
Nothing. Okay. Next bit of shooting. Connor Collins, Tau player, renowned for firepower. It's going to be combined with bike shooting and grenade chucking.
Yep.
All going into the Mortar Fiend.
Yep.
Well, no, you can choose, I think. What I mean is throw the grenade first and then...
Oh, yeah. Well, how many have you got? 6?
6 wounds left.
So if I get 6 4s, then yes, I will redirect.
Here is the power of the Tau. It's average.
3.
but it's very, very helpful for the bikers. Just 3 wounds left then, so their firepower will now go in.
Yeah. So I still have my 2 melter guns.
Okay.
Did I dark pact? No. No, not this time.
Ooh.
Melter gun on 3s.
Oh!
2 hits. Strength 9.
5 to wound.
5.
Got 1.
This is -4. In the open.
Blocked. Ooh.
Oh, come on.
Okay. We've got some cobby hits coming through and looking for 6s.
Yeah, well, these will be dev.
All right.
Well,
Snake eyes again. Okay.
Oh, well.
Going to go with these now. The Chosen. 3 plasma shots first of all going into the Mauler Fiend, and then the bolt pistols going into the Zangles.
Yeah.
Supercharged, I presume.
Yes, I'm going to Dark Pact for lethal.
Goes off, nice.
Yeah.
2 shots in 3s.
Yep.
5s to wound.
No.
And then the Captain, or the Chaos Lord, 2s.
Yeah.
Yes.
No.
No wound. Oh, hazardous roll. A separate roll for the Captain. Or for the... He's okay. Yeah. And then don't roll snake eyes. You're okay. Alright. So that's fine. Firepower ineffective, but no damage taken. Bikers finished as well. Warp Talons have no firepower. We've finished everything across there. So I think we're shifting across to both of the Forge Fiends are available. Okay.
7 for lethal.
Okay.
Yeah. 3s. Rerolling 1s. No, I'm not. 2 lethal.
So this is bolt pistols just finished up across here. And we've done hits, and then 2 wounds have come through.
Well, they were lethal, so 4 in total.
4 in total. This is against the Zangors. What are Zangors now? 6 up save. I could do cover. So save 1, 3 dead.
I think it's going to want the Maggie.
Right. Firepower done. We're going down here. This one, offloading everything into Magnus the Red. I have chosen -1 damage against him to try and tone the damage down.
We know what's coming.
The Patronic Friend? Or Fiend this time around?
Longbow.
Longbow BB.
Passed.
Dark Pact. And what are you trying to get? Lethals? Sustained?
No, sustained. Oof. So that'd be 3d3. 3, 4, 5, 6 this time.
6 attacks. I hate them things at the back. By the time you get organised to go after them, they just disappear. 3s.
So 2 misses, but 2 go back in because it's sustained.
Nice.
Yeah.
5s to wound. Toughness 11.
Yeah, 5s.
1. Ha! Right. Block it. We'll use, for all his protection, we'll turn to, they're all Imperial scum. Dave Humphreys. Blocks on a 4. Whew, Magnus the Red escapes. 0 damage on him. We're surviving some of the firepower. And you're okay. You're not taking any damage on hazardous. I think you... Oh, I don't want to say it, but... A second one?
No, second one's going to win the Mauler Fiend.
Okay. That's all right. Okay. Firepower down here into the Mauler Fiend next.
Right, yes. Dark Pact. Do I need a Dark Pact? Yeah,
Magnus
Dark
the
Pact.
Red's the toughest chicken you'll ever take on.
Filled it. Take 1 mortal
Take
wound.
1 mortal wound. Mike's just going for his self-destruct here. Number of attacks. Ooh, it's really good.
3, 6, 7, 8.
8 shots into the Mauler Fiend.
3, 4, 5, 6. No. 7, sorry, 7. So
3s.
3 stand on high. 6s.
Add them back in on an extra one.
Yep.
Really good. Sustain was a good choice. 4s to win.
Well, that's 2 devastating, so that's 6 wounds straight out.
Oh, dead. Do we blow up? Oh, it was on a 6 and it hit a Zangor. We've got a 2. Target destroyed. Mauler Fiend gone. Eradicated and moved out of the way.
I'll take 3 mortal wounds.
3 mortal wounds on him. Okay, so firepower's been decent enough. Mauler Fiend removed. Next. Charges?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no. Have mercy.
Yeah. So it's going to be the multi-charge, I would say.
Yeah, because you may as well be the same distance away to get to here.
Yeah.
So you just roll to see what you get. Just don't,
Yes, famous words. Do you know what? I get to blame it on Nate.
Yeah, blame Nate Miller for this one.
Nate, yeah. I'll always tie there.
Oh, up for it.
Yeah.
9-inch charge, devastating, into the flank here of Magnus the Red. He's going to be cut up into chicken goujons. Okay, so that goes ahead. That's 9, up and over and across and in. He's even got himself to arrange the objective. Dastardly stuff from these. Black Legion just not giving us room to breathe here. Warp Towns with their charge, probably something like a 6 or 7.
Yep.
8-inch charge.
Nope.
5.
I'm leaving that one for now.
Oh,
yeah.
Boy, yes. There's another chance of a bad, and the Michael Command reroll that one if it fails.
I think that one
must be a 7, right? 7. To the pipes.
Yeah.
7-inch charge, very doable. I'm doomed if he rolls this. He's going for another Patreon. Carl Roden.
Yeah.
No.
6.
Immediate command reroll.
Yeah.
9. Oh. Go ahead. Oh no, agony. Yeah. The CP was saved for Overwatch, so we're gonna do that. The charge is going ahead. Overwatch should have been resolved first, but it's a friendly game. It's fine. Okay, so one model we check in range. We've checked range before Mike's moved. One of those models is out. It's going to leave me 4 flamers and 2 warp flame pistols.
Yeah, if you want to roll that first before we do the rest, I'm just going to take away from the back anyway. So.
Burn. Chris Heim. Right, so these are also hits. That's 11. That's 13 hits. Five to wound, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, it looks impressive. There's only a few. 4 go through. AP -1, ignoring cover. 3 ups.
3 ups, yeah.
A wound. Oh, I've almost felt manipulated again because I'm not going to get a reroll here for Magnus the Red and Invon save. So Terminator takes a wound. Just checking back on the footage. I'm rerolling wound rolls of 1. There's 2 of them. It generates no further wounds. Fine. 2 Warp Flame Pistols. Auto hits. 8 hits. And 5 to wound. Strength 3, toughness 5. Another 2.
Reroll ones, do you?
Yeah, sorry. Another 3. And again, they're -1.
Mm-hmm.
Another wound. Yay. Mike's been models in. Got a few bits left to shoot here. So Exalted Sorcerer and his Astral Blast. It's D6 plus 2, the size of the unit. We need 6s though. And we get none. Then we have the Soul Reaper Cannon. 1 hit. And it's a devastating wound. So I think we've done enough to knock out 1 Terminator. As long as the Soul Reaper Cannon's on the board, which he is, yeah, he's fine. And that's it, firepower finished. Alright, so 1 Terminator slain, not that big a deal, the rest make it in. I'll zoom in just so you can see. Abaddon is right in there. He's going to try and bring down that Exalted Sorcerer. Any other charges? Yes? Where? Oh no, please, the Demon Prince. A 9.
That's all I need.
If this goes ahead, we are well and truly surrounded.
On 2 dice would be...
7. No. Ha! Combat Resolution next. Alright, so going to this one first. We've tucked these in. Models have been allocated where they're going. Mike's playing Profane Zeal, which is reroll wound rolls.
Yeah.
You've also used your Glorious ability once per game, +1 damage and so on, coming from the Chaos Lord. And then -1 CP for that Profane Zeal, just to knock that down from him as well. Really up for the fight here. A chance to bring down Magnus the Red. Mike says he's going to go last with Whack-A-Mole. Presuming that Magnus takes some damage, Whack-A-Mole to finish him off is the perfect scenario. So, Magnus has the fight of his life. He's on full wounds. He's tough enough. He's on -1 damage. So he's a tough chicken. We'll see what happens here. So, I've actually got the stat cards here just to help Mike through.
I'm going to do a Dark Pact first.
Dark Pact first, go ahead.
Yeah.
Wow, double 6.
So that's sustained.
He'll go Patronic.
Oh, yes.
He's got 4 left.
The near side.
The near side.
Yes.
Okay.
Sounds very Star Wars.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to go for Power Fists first of all. 8 attacks in total, coming from 2 of them.
Yep.
Need 3s. Profane Zeal lets you reroll wound rolls only, or reroll hit rolls.
Reroll a wound roll. Yep.
3s it is. Okay.
And then put one back in.
Gone for sustained, yep. 5s to wound. Our toughness does help us. 2 wounds to go through. Rerolling the wound.
Just the 2.
Still just the 2. -2. 4 up save, 4 up invuln. I gotta pick a friend to protect. Vagabond himself, of course. Block 1. 1 goes through. Add 2 damage, becomes 1 damage. So Magnus the Red takes a wound. It's a start here, but he's got 13 wounds left. I'm quite optimistic with my survival here. Okay. Okay, so 1 wound. Next is going to be 4 models with chainswords. This has all been pre-allocated. Which is going to be 16 attacks. Accursed weapon, as they're called. Base of strength 5, actually. So 3s for hits. God, that's a lot of 1s and 2s.
A lot of 1s and 2s, yeah. Oh, that's a lot of 1s and 2s.
Yeah, they refuse to fight against Magnus. Why do we fight against him? And there's 6s to wound, re-rollable. Oh, none of them.
No, yeah.
Beginning to realise what they're up against here. A wound. And we pass it. Oh, boy. Okay. Then we have 1 accursed weapon, so 4 attacks. This is going on to the left-hand Zangor unit. 3s. Okay.
Sustained.
3s.
3.
6 up invulnerable saves. We do pass 1, 2 slain. Yeah, we'll back out of the combat if we can. No, we'll try to stay in the combat. I'll take them from there and keep them in the fight. Just trying to stop the crowd onto my objective is the idea partly. Okay. So now you're on to your twin accursed weapon or paired accursed weapon. It's 5 attacks for that one.
3s.
Nice.
So I'll put an extra 1 back in because it's
3s to wound and rerollable. Nice. Reroll that one.
No.
5. Block 2, 3 slain. So 1. Yeah, 1. No, yeah, 1, 2, 3 has to be done like that. Okay. Alright, that's that done. Then shifting across here, 4 attacks of accursed weapons. Going into the other Zangor unit. 3s, followed by 3s. 4 of them. Blocked 1, getting some 6s here. 2 slain. Okay. And then 5 attacks with the paired accursed weapon.
Keep it in, sustained.
Okay.
Rerolling. 4.
6s. Blocked another one, 3 slain. Deadly enough. We are removing some more casualties here, just tracking back on the footage. Mike's meant to be on reroll 1s for Chaos Undivided, which has resulted in the wipeout of the Zangors across here. 2 more casualties on these. There's 2 wounds. Sorry, there's 2 ones that you can now reroll. These are Power Fist hits against Magnus. So you're trying to get 3s, which is sustained. Nice. And then trying to wound on 5s. And rerolling. Ha! 2 more. Typical. And we're going to try and block these. We block 1 gets through, which would be another 1 wound. Dropping down to 12. That was worth backtracking there. Alright, Lord Whack-a-Mole. He's 3 damage. He'll be 2 damage now against Magnus the Red. You really could go fishing here for wounds.
I might have to, yeah.
Sorry. So, yeah. So, your base of... you're taking the Demon Hammer, 5 attacks. An extra attack because you've gone for Chance for Glory. That's it. 6 attacks. Hitting on 3s.
And there's 2.
Okay.
No sustained.
No sustained yet. Strength 9. 5s to wound. And
I want to keep that
keep that one, yeah. Okay, so 1 dev and 2. Everyone's 2 4-ups. Block 1. 1 goes through. Actually 4 damage, I think, in total. Dropping us down to 8 wounds left. That's a good hit. I haven't destroyed him. That's a good bit of damage coming through against Magnus the Red, who now sits on 8 wounds remaining. Alright, so Terminator's moving in. Just off camera, resolve that foregone conclusion. We did hold. We held up, rolled a good number of invuln saves, but in the end, after the Terminators had done their attacks, there was just the Exalted Sorcerer left on 1 wound, and then Abaddon hacked him down in almost like a ritual killing taking place. That objective's been snatched. By the way, start the command phase for Mike. 15 points picked up for primaries for this mission. So Black Legion looking exceptionally strong on the board. I am going to fight back with him in just a moment. Other thing to point out, tactically, no man's land objectives taken, and area across the board, the way Mike spread his units around, I've only got very small pockets on the table where I can arrive from reserve and deep strike onto the table. So really good play here for the Black Legion. Real sense of veterans of the long war with them. And as the Thousand Sons, new kids on the block, right? with their new codex. Boy, have we got a lot to learn. We'll fight back with Magnus the Red. And we'll try to hack through. Oh boy. It's damage 2. You're 3-win models, so we'll go with our regular Blade of Magnus strike option. Blood Angels Ryan. This is going to be AP minus 3. 3 damage. Just going to scythe through these guys here. They all hit. And they're all wounded. Good for you, Magnus. Good for you. So we're looking at AP minus 3. Any kind of invuln save? Don't they have a 5+ invuln? No, they don't.
No.
All right, 7 saves of 6+. Ouch.
7.
Okay.
Pass 2.
Well done. 5 slain. All right, so a bit of revenge there from Magnus the Red. Good attacks from him. At end of turn, we'll give an update on the score. So 15 points picked up for the primaries. Then the other 2 scored was...
Bring it down for 4.
Bring it down, yep.
And then target priority was the one you selected here. And no
That one across there, yes.
Got me 5.
Yeah, 5 points coming through for that. So 24 points to the Black Legion. So really good score at the end of their turn 2. And then just 4 points for the Thousand Sons. But they've still got a turn in hand. We'll go on to their turn 2 next. Boy, have they got a lot of recovery to do. Casualties have been heavy. Not down out with the fight left. Most of our army is currently off the board. Magnus the Red finding himself very much alone. Turn 2, the Thousand Sons next. Alright, so turn 2 here for the Thousand Sons. It'd be wrong to say all is lost. We are in a dire situation, but we do have a lot of reserves to arrive on the board. Magnus is still alive. Got a Mutilex Vortex Beast fresh and ready to go. Some more bad news though. Battle shocked and failed. He's just outside of 3. We don't get any points at all for primaries. But I guess a chance to showcase the Challenger cards now, which replace the secret missions previously from the other deck. So Dug In is the random one that's been drawn for us this term. Basically, you can use it for a 0 CP stratagem, which will give you choose a unit and it gets hazardous. But then from that, you can then choose to have lethal hits or sustained. That's under shooting or fight phase. Or if you want to try and pursue victory points, you get a point for each objective marker that you control. So it's a few extra points potentially can come through for that, which is fine. So we have Mark for Death continues on. I'm going to try and pursue that, just try and get some points onto the board. And the other card is Cleanse. And that is an action in your shooting phase on objective outside of your deployment zone. If you do 1, you get 2 points. If you do 2, you get 5 victory points. So that one's available for us as well. We're going to movement phase next for the Thousand Sons. Right, turn 2 here for the Thousand Sons. Trying to remedy the situation. Magnus is elected to stay in close combat. It's going to be supported by the Mutilex Vortex Beast. It's pushing across. Terminators have found a gap. Tight. But we've landed here. Then to try and take on him. To lay down some flames. We've brought the Rubric Marines with the Exalted Sorcerer here. And then Terminators over in that corner to try and maybe tempt Mike to go after them. If he doesn't, then we might be able to head towards the objective. That's kind of the idea with that. We're going to try and save him and then cause some trouble different parts of the board. It's the best we could do, I think, in this situation. We have kept the other Mauler Fiend off the board for now, and so too the third unit of Zangors. Any rapid ingress for you? None. All right. Shooting Psychic Phase next. Right, Magnus the Red. I'm going to Doom Bolt the Demon Prince. And, Xenos dust. We'll stick with the reds. And we'll go for firing from him into the Demon Prince across there. And we'll go Sam Hermes. I'm just going to use his Patreon, so we need help. So we've got an 8. 9, 10 because of him, and then 11 because of him, I believe. Takes us to our max. So D3 plus 3. 4 mortal wounds on the Demon Prince across there. Knocking him down to maybe 6. Okay, 6 wounds left. We'll play Destiny's Rune. We can do 2 from him, so we'll put it onto those bikers. Oh, wow, that goes off very well indeed. That's going to give us the full reroll for our hit rolls against those. We'll go with these next. We're going to the Dim Prince. We're going to play Twist of Fate. It's a long shot, I need 9. No. We'll add in the third dice. No, there's no doubles, so it doesn't go off. 6, 7, there's nothing I can do. It's a 9 that's required, and I just think there's nothing I can do to manipulate that at all. So, failed with that one. Would have been useful, would have been an extra AP -1 off of him, which would have helped. But anyway, that's the sort of psychic stuff going on. The Cabal of Sorcerer's abilities have all been resolved. The other one's Temporal Surge, but there's nowhere to use that. So, we're going to regular shooting next. So, Terminators into the bikers is the plan. So, we will go with the Hellfire Missile Rack. It's 1 hit, 1 miss. Reroll hit rolls. Hasn't helped this time. 3 to wound. Wound comes through. Mike can take a cover save, in which case it'll be -1.
Nope.
Goes through 3 damage. Bikers have 3 wounds. Okay, 1 slain. Okay, 1 there.
Still an objective. No, I think the objective means more, so we'll see how.
Take him away. Okay. Next is the Inferno Combi Bolters. 8 shots. These are quite regular as they're shooting. Yeah, there's no dead wounds with these. Okay, all hit. 5 to wound. Ooh. 4 go through. They are -2, bit of cover. Block the ball, well done. We're then going to go to the Soul Reaper Cannon. 3s, all hit except 1. All hit. Looking for 6s. I'm rolling Xenos dice here, but I don't mind at all. They're doing alright. 2 dev wounds, those go through. And Soul Reaper Cannon is now -2, so a bit of cover.
Yep.
2 go through, plus 2 devs. So model slain has to be him. Yeah, Mike was taking him for cover, and then 1 wound, leaving 2 wounds left. Can we do it? We've now got the final ability, which is Malefic Curse. Nope. Reroll, hit roll. Better. Oh boy. Devastating wounds and strength 4, 5s. We've done it. 2 go through at AP -3. So 2 5-ups and 1 dev. So 2 5-ups literally to stay alive. No, target destroyed. That was good help coming through. We only did that really with Destiny's Ruin coming from Magnus the Red. Right, next up, bit of revenge and spite going on here. We'll go to Plum Hammer with our attacks. Going to offload everything we have into that Demon Prince. And we'll go with the Exalted Sorcerer first of all. So he's going to use his Astral Blast for D6 attacks. Just the 1, 2s, 5s to wound. Yes. -2 in the open.
M1, 4+.
4+.
Yep.
And blocked, well done. We'll then move on to a Warp Flame Pistol from him for 3 hits. 6s to wound. 2 wounds do go through. You're not an objective. I'm rerolling 1s. Strength 3, no, it's not enough. So just 2 go through at -2. Oh, we've done it. Dropping down to 4. Okay. Then I'll head on to the Rubic Marines. 3 attacks here of Malefic Curse. 5s. No, 6s and failed. Warp Flame Pistol for 1 hit. And another wound. -2.
Yep.
Blocks that one. All right, now down to regular. No. We'll go Soul Reaper Cannon. Oh, hit. Wow. 6s are great. None. Strength 6, though. Can't be 12.
Nope.
2 wounds. -2.
Last one, fill one.
Okay, 1 wound goes through. Drop it down to 3 wounds left. -2, yep. Okay, it's now down to the Warp Flamers, which should be 9. No, 8. Yes, 8. 8 d6 auto hits. It's quite poor. So it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 21 hits. 6s to wound. You're all in 1s. 2. Boy, oh boy. And another one sneaks in, dropping down to 2 wounds left. We've almost got him. Alright, so Terminators really want him gone. Mike wants him alive. Mike's paid a CP for -1 to hit rolls. All the Terminators, all their firepower going into the Demon Prince. In which case, Malefic Curse. 1 hit to the 2. No wounds, nothing we can do about it. Hellfire Missile Rack. 2 5s is 2 hits. What's your toughness on you? 10. 1 wound. We are...
Sorry, 9.
1 wound.
1 wound?
Yep. This is damage 3. That's going to go. Come on, reroll. Whoa, he really wants him alive. No, we got him. We got him. Demon Prince removed from play. Bit of revenge here coming from the Thousand Sons. They're clearing away a number of enemy units. Okay, we're starting to stabilise a little bit. Readdressing the line. All right, with our lines being cleared partly, I'm going to start offloading firepower back into those Terminators across there. So I'll go Magnus the Red. We'll offload everything we have into Abaddon and his Terminators, just to send a signal to them we're still alive, partly. Gaze of Magnus. Our ability this turn, we've selected Devastating Wounds for our psychic attacks. Tell me this is Blast. It's not this one. So it's a straight up 3d3. So it's going to be 6 attacks. Need 2s. I don't have the CP for Devastating Sorcery, sadly. 1 miss. 6s don't mean anything. Strength 11. 2s to win. Alright, they've all wounded. No Devastating Wounds, nothing we can do about that. If -2, you got cover, -1. 5 saves of 3+. Each one's damage 3. Should be able to shrug it off. Ooh, you do. Well done. 1 Terminator slain. As per every game, I'm glad to see any of them removed from the board. They're a pain. And then we'll go for the next one, which is Lynch's Firestorm. This is D6 plus 3 for Blast, giving us D6 plus 5 total.
I was down to 9, so you only get for the 2.
All right, okay. Yeah, it's +2 because Mike had lost 1 casualty, but it's 10 because Abaddon's with the unit. So we got 4, 5, 9 shots. Twos. Followed by 3s. Some Devastating Wounds. Right, these are -1 ignoring cover, so we're looking at 3s. 5 dice, needing 3s. 1 sneaks in. Combine that with Devastating Wounds. There's 2 damage a time, so it's going to be 1 more Terminator slain. Just knocking them down a bit. Next up, Mutilex Vortex Beast. We'll do his attacks into the same target. Range 24. Blast option we're going for. 3 shots, +4. Just for the size of the unit, +1 and 3, so 4. This one needs 3s. Then he needs 3s. Nice. Doesn't look like it's psychic or anything like that. There's no 6s rolled anyway. 5 saves at -2 do get cover, so 5 saves of 3+. 2 go through, and they're damage 2. So again, it's going to be enough to slay another Terminator. Thousand Sons combining firepower with multiple units, causing a bit of trouble for these Terminators. Okay. Firepower finished. Not too bad. Stabilising to some degree. We'll go into close combat. Select charges first, actually. I've got 2. The Beast, and then these for a 9-inch charge in that direction. This would be very significant if it goes ahead. I'm looking at the one Patreon. I can't. It's Michael Fryer. He's a Space Marine player. We'll go Xenos dice. And it doesn't go ahead. Come on, reroll. No, still doesn't go ahead. Roll a 6. Oh, charge doesn't go ahead. This one, I really need to roll it, but it's 4, so he just tucks in there. If I had have used the Michael Fryer dice, Snake Eyes. Okay, we'll go into combat resolution next. So we'll go straight into this combat. The Vortex Beast can fight well enough. It's a handy asset to have on the board here. 15 attacks with the tentacled maw, but we'll go Mutilith Claws instead. 5 attacks with these, need 3s.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Completely missed. Not a single hit. Oh man. Alright. You can then fight back, I guess. Alright. Mike's ignoring the flopping beasts. He's gonna go into Magnus the Red. Oh no, please. The man himself first this time.
Do a Dark Pact.
Dark Pact first, yep.
Snake Eyes.
Snake Eyes again. What is in this game?
I have a banner.
Well remembered.
6.
And it should be a pass. Yes, it is.
I'll go for.
I know what I go for, but I'll do the sign.
Lethals? Yes. Lethals. I'll go lethals.
Lethals,
yeah. I just wanted to fish for the devs.
Yes.
But I'll go lethals.
Oh, no, don't take my advice.
No, we're going lethals. Because I don't have the rerolls this time. Because I got trigger happy with my CP.
So, if you're going with His Royal Highness first of all, Lord Whack-a-Mole, 5 attacks.
3's rerolling 1s.
Okay. Rerolling 1s. And there's a lethal.
Yeah.
Okay.
5.
6s, yeah, 6s would be great.
6s, yeah.
No, 5s to win. None. Gonna try and block you. We do. Ooh. 2 power fists, which is going to give you 8 attacks.
Okay, 4. 3's rerolling 1s. 2 lethals.
Okay.
2 miss.
5s to win. No.
Nothing.
Trying to block these. We failed both. Don't like that. We are on -1 damage, but we're going to lose 2 wounds. There's nothing I can do about it, so we're going to drop down to 6. Oh, come on, Magnus. And then you have 2 guys that can shred. It's going to be 10 attacks. These could maybe pick off some wounds here. 3. There's a ton of lethals. Oh, there's 5 lethals. Oh no, please don't. These are built-in rerolls, so 6s and reroll. Oh, so close. Right. 5 -1. 5 3-ups. Block them all. Just checking your -1.
I think it's -1, 2, is it?
No, it's not. It's -2.
-2.
Yeah, it's 2 go through. No. And then you have, that's 2, and then 1 more with regular curse weapon.
4.
5 attacks.
5.
Yeah, these are chaos chosen. And there's a lethal. And there's another lethal. Blocked. Right, we'll fight back Magnus the Red. It's obvious what he's going to do. 7 attacks. Try and keep scything through here. 2s. All of them. Good lad. 2s. Nearly all of them. Okay, 6 saves. Now, let's just go for 5 saves of 6+. First of all. And the guy that survived can make 1 more save of 6+.
No.
Bodyguard slain. Just Lord Whack-a-Mole remains. So, end of turn. Some points have come through for the Thousand Sons here. 4 points for the previous turn. 1 point for our Challenger mission, which was you get a point for each objective marker you control at the end of the turn, which is just the 1. That's 1 point for that. And it's any objective marker on the board, including your own in your deployment zone. 2 points picked up for Marked for Death because we destroyed the Gamma unit across here, the green marker on the bikers. And then Cleanse has been dumped for a bonus CP, which we are so short of these here in this game. End of turn. 24 points to the Black Legion, 7 points only to the Thousand Sons. They partially stopped the rot, though. They've stabilised this part of the board. It's mostly back under our control. We've caused, generally, some heavy casualties against the Black Legions. Thousand Sons back in the fight. The major downside for them is they trail in points, and they may be about to lose Magnus the Red, either with shooting or close combat. What can we do about that? We just have to keep going, see if Magnus the Red can survive for another turn. Turn 3, middle stage of the game for the Black Legion next. All right, so turn 3 here for the Black Legion. 5, 10, 15 points for primaries. So strong, really good. Sabotage is performing an action in your shooting phase, then surviving through to the end of the opponent's next turn. Within a terrain feature, 3 points for no man's land terrain feature, or 6 points if you can do it inside the opponent's deployment zone terrain feature. and then storm hostile objective. If Mike's able to snatch an objective from us, it's worth 4 points. It used to be 5, but it's 4 points now for that secondary. We'll let the Black Legion make their moves. So, movement here, maxing out on coherence and stretching out here with the cultists. In position to shoot at Magnus the Red, just over there. He's made a move across and can see, well, go around the other side and you'll see where he can shoot in just a moment. These are turned up from reserve. Terminators have shifted off across in this direction to take down the Terminators. So Terminator versus Terminator action in the corner. These have arrived, shut down a big gaping hole that would have been here. Would love to have turned up just there with the Mold of Fame, but it's been shut down here with Mike's reserves coming on.
Just have to make sure.
Yeah, no, he's in. It's all right. So this here, let's move down. Yeah, so he can go, all right, even further. Right, that's fine. So he's lined up so he can shoot down here, damage 3, really good against Terminators. Or he can see all the way down here, catch Magnus Thread, also the Mutilex Vortex Beast. Then with the Warp Talons jumping across, paying the inches now to do it, but moving across to there, and having to back out of close combat with Lord Whack-A-Mole to let the firepower come through. The fight's on, for sure. I think Mike's potentially got this game, just with a point stretch, but to see himself through to victory, he's got to concentrate here, deal with the Thousand Sons, and just to make sure it's a nice, clean enough kill here. So Thousand Sons prickly enough, putting up a decent resistance. If you don't do well, Thousand Sons could turn it. It's a dangerous point in the game for both armies here. We'll press on to shooting phase next. So, firepower started. Terminator slaying the wound cause. That was firepower from Abaddon's unit and Abaddon himself. So, Forge of Fame, which... This one, right, so this one here is going to shoot into Magnus. This could be the end.
So, this is going to...
Lee C.
Yes.
Yeah, it's one of our autarchs. It's upgraded.
Nicholas.
And gone for gold level Patreon.
Yep.
Just to be clear, gold level Patreons, you count as autarch as well, so they stay on the WhatsApp and so on. You're just bumping up to get the dice in our games. Debut for him actually. So here it comes. 5. Mike's not so happy with. This is the number of. Oh no! This is Dark Pact.
Yeah.
And maxed. Oh boy.
Lee.
What's Lee's Imperial Fence? The Imperium, Eldar, and then a smattering of Emperors. I ran out of space on the tag. I decided I didn't put Emperor's Children, I just put Emperor's Child. So, all right. Oh, no. So,
anyway.
Take 3 mortal wounds. Number of shots.
3, 4,
5
5
shots. Come on, Magnus, come on.
3s and 6s explode.
Got 1 6. Okay, so that recovers one that missed.
Yeah.
5s to wounds. This is a huge roll. None. Strength. 10. Toughness. None.
And I take another 3. I'll do the work for you. Don't worry.
What? So you took 6 mortal wounds?
I'm down to 2.
Wow. Warpsmith.com.
Yes.
One of those. You can borrow mine. You can borrow my Alpha Legion one. He'll fight on anyone's side. Man, that's crazy. That's crazy stuff. No damage and 6 wounds caused in return. They're volatile. They're fantastic. They're really good models, the Forge Veins. They look great. Great firepower support. Very, very dangerous. But they do have that.
I'm going to do it again.
You can do it again. That's right. That's what the motto. So, pass this time. This is the other one. It's same target, Magnus.
Yep.
Hey, he's going for both.
Midnight Minis.
Midnight Miniatures here. Chris Hutchins for this one.
Yep. D3 shots. 6, 7.
7 this time. Oh no, please. Come on, Magnus. Come on. Because if I survive this turn, there could be trouble.
So 3s to hit.
Yeah.
Sustained.
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 Oh no, this is really good. Massive roll. Roll of the game. 5s to win. Should get a couple. Oh, he's got loads. So he's got absolutely loads.
Devastating.
Oh no!
They're all wounds.
Damage 3.
Damage 3.
Dead. You've got him. There's nothing I can do about it other than explode. No. Ah, I don't believe it, Magnus. Talk about volatile. Cause 6 mortal wounds, takes 6 mortal wounds. Really is swinging from one direction to the next. And takes no damage. Unbelievable. Magnus is gone.
Lee, you might be new, but take some advice from Midnight.
Yes. Oh dear me. Right, okay. Usually a baptism of fire on this channel. As we'll look out for Lee's role next time. I think, getting the impression he's an Imperial player. Wouldn't lend his support for Chaos Space Marines this time around. All right, but Magnus is gone. Magnus is dead. So Mike's got 1 Patron left. 5 powers finished. Nicholas Lucas. And he's going to use the dice for all the charges to make sure they go in.
Yes. So here and here.
7, no problem.
Yeah.
This one's going to be extreme, but it's possible if the dice rolls high enough.
7.
No, won't be. And no command reroll available. So it looks like just the 1 charge going ahead. Right, I'm using the last patron for me, the Michael Fry dice, to try and protect those Terminators. Mike's going to savage them with a Baden.
Yeah, I'll start with him first.
2s.
2s, re-rolling. 5s and 6s are exploding.
Just going to fish now.
Okay. So 1, 2,
another
2.
2, yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a strength 14.
What?
Yeah.
2s. There's no minus because I don't have a sorcerer with me, so
yeah.
Straight up 2s.
2s.
Devastating wounds in there?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Damage what?
3.
Take them off. Oh, boy. Oh, it's long live the king. Oh, hail the king.
It's -4, flat 3, and devastating wounds. Yeah.
If the Chaos Space Marine collection expands on the channel, we could have Battle of the Chaos Kings one day, couldn't we? All the different...
Yeah.
Yes, that would be good fun.
I don't know if you remember how tanky Abaddon was, I think, at the start of 9th.
Yeah.
It was basically Primarch material.
But that's really good. I mean, that's amazingly good. All right, so that's that combat resolved. Okay. Apologies to Michael Fry. I didn't get to roll a single dice in defense. Okay. Combat's resolved. No further combats going on.
No.
Okay. So end of turn points coming through. Another strong one for primaries. 15 points picked up. 3 points for secondaries. That
Sabotage, yeah.
was sabotaged on across it. No. You got to survive or not?
I've got to survive, yeah.
Yeah. And that may not happen. We'll see what the Terminators can do. I think the game's slipping away from the Thousand Sons. But we'll press on. We're going to their third turn. Still got some options left. If Magnus was still alive, though, what a different story it could have been. We're going to turn 3 for them next. So we're looking at the situation here for the Thousand Sons. Mike's total is 42 points. We're on 7. I reckon we can't recover from this one. Here for the Thousand Sons. Start of our turn. Again, we're cleared off the objectives across no man's land. It's going to be a fight for us to get onto any of these. And then by the time we do, say if we do capture some, we've then got to survive on them and then try and pick up the points. And then we can only do that for like the start of turn 4. So, yeah, it's too much for us. The total's too high for us to go on to win the game. So... Black Legion have this one, especially, and the icing on the cake was the death of Magnus. He's gone, and that was our best chance at a shot here in this game. So we'll talk about units of the game. Also, Thousand Sons Codex. Also, the new mission deck as well. The mission deck, I'm going to say it straight away. I like it.
I like it too. Yeah, quite a bit.
Cool. And then there's those asymmetric games to play with the different deployment zones and so on. We can dabble in those as well for like narrative games.
They're more aimed at narrative, but I do like the looks of them.
And I'm glad, there's another thing, I'm glad that Games Workshop have kept a good chunk of the mission cards quite familiar, like the way it works, the secondaries, the names of them, generally what you can do with those. That's fine. The regular deployment zones, the missions, just some adjustments taking place. I like the twists for what we've seen.
Yeah.
Look pretty good. And the challenge cards where you're lagging behind in points, so you can do little extra things to try and catch up. That's all very cool. So this is a better deck, in my opinion. It sounds really good. For what we've used so far, it looks great. So happy enough with that. Thousand Sons Codex, I think there's potential in there for sure. It's going to take some refinement and sort of gold digging, looking for really good combinations that work well in the new book. If you play Thousand Sons, do let us know how you've been getting on with the new codex as well, and perhaps share some of your tactical secrets as well in the comment section below. Big thanks to Dumpy Grimbo and Brian Nielsen for their support at Silver Level on Patreon. If you enjoy our games, you want to see more, especially if you're following our league, some of our games are over on channel membership, and we're endeavouring to bring you more content, extra battle reports, extra videos, and you can join us on the Discord as well. So join us on channel membership, link below, channel homepage, and that will give you access to all the extra videos that we have, including battle reports. And if you like the Raven Guard, all of their videos are exclusively on membership at this present time. Units the game for both sides. We struggle with 1,000 Sons, but I'm going to give it to Magnus the Red. If he'd lasted a bit longer, perhaps if he wasn't manipulated and tricked and was a bit more obscured, it could have survived longer. If Magnus survives towards the mid and late stage of the game, with like good wounds and stuff, the opponent's in trouble. Didn't happen in this game, but could have if we looked after him a bit better. And then the natural choice for the Black Legion is obvious. Abaddon and the Terminators, deadly, dangerous unit. Really helped to smash that flank, ruined that flank for us. Over there we had the Rubik Marines nicely set up with that objective, but Mike slaughtered them without mercy. Good fun though, Chaos Space Marines versus Chaos Space, great combo. And perhaps a bit of jealousy, a bit of grudge, a bit of spite between these two factions. Maybe we'll see them clash again. Keep a lookout for more battle reports on the channel. Thanks for watching. Tune in next time.